We cannot experience any of these things because we do not know the nature of all that. If I know my own weakness, I know how to arrest this at once. That means I know how to control my own mind without allowing this mind to misuse, to abuse, or disturb. But now I cannot do that because I do not know. This is the doctrine or the truth introduced by the Buddha as absolute truth. Why it is absolute truth? When the mind is adjusted, when the mind is correct, there is nobody to make any mistake. There is nobody to disturb any person. So this is given by the Buddha. Now, four noble truths. Why do we want to use the word noble? We are using real truth. Why did the Buddha use noble? Are in noble? Noble means unchanging. Not only that. When a person tries to adjust, use his or her full effort to understand these four noble truths, that person becomes a noble person. That means very gentle, very noble, very sincere, very kind, very understanding. But all the other truths that we try to understand never create us noble people. Realization to lead a respectable, noble life. What are those four? Dukkha, Samudaya, Nirodha, Magga. Four. Not very difficult to understand. Why? I can put in simple language. First we try to understand why we are here in. I don't want to refer to textbooks. Use our own language. Do you know why we are here in this world? But we all grumble. We worry and grumble and accuse and fight and quarrel and how many things are doing. Because with this world, then who is responsible? It is due to our ignorance, we say, God is responsible, devil is responsible, ghost is responsible, charms and black magics are responsible. That is called ignorance. Because we are trying to understand why these problems arise. We never try to understand what is the cause of these problems. Why we are not happy. Whether we are married or not, cannot satisfy. Whether we have children or not, cannot satisfy. Whether we are rich or poor, cannot satisfy. Whether we are educated or not, cannot satisfy. Then, where is the satisfaction? Everybody is grumbling. How many times a day you grumble? Why? Unmarried one, grumble. Don't know what to do, very hard to find a partner. They cry. Married one say, oh, we never knew this is so horrible actually, otherwise I never get into this trouble. Then where is the solution? Those who have no children come and pray and worship and ask doctors to find out where the mistake because no children. They won't. Those who have children, what a big headache, man. Real bye fellows are real rascals. I don't know what to do with them. I have to throw them away and run away from this world. Then where is the rich man? My life also in danger. People are trying to kidnap me, rob me, bluff me, kill me. Where is happiness? Poor people grumble. No food, no clothing, no medicine, no shelter. They are also grumble. Then where is the satisfaction? Who is responsible? Here, in this Four Noble Truths, the Buddha tried to explain for you to understand where the mistake is, why you are not happy, why you cannot satisfy, who is responsible for that. Try to understand this Four Noble. Then, he did not stop simply by saying, you must try to understand, that is not enough. Then introduce a method, a system, a practical method that is called Eight Noble Paths. Again the word noble. This path, this method is noble. It is harmless, it is respectable, it is noble, it is reasonable, it is justifiable. Eight Noble Paths. Summarized into three. Those 8 items summarized into 3. Sila, Samadhi, Panya. What is Sila? Morality, discipline, behavior, conduct. In simple language, live as cultured, civilized, understanding human beings. First item, morality. Samadhi. Try to understand the nature of your mind. Try to understand where the mistake in your mind. Try to reduce your anger, jealousy, grudge and greed and all those things. Maintain peace and harmony, tranquility, calmness in your mind. Then you can enjoy peace, happiness. Then the last one, Panya. By maintaining human dignity and morality, by knowing the nature of your mind and maintaining purity in your mind, in the end, you gain wisdom, enlightenment, realization. That is the aim of our life. If there is a purpose or the aim in our life, that is the aim. Without gaining that, whatever we gain, whether in heaven or human world or any other world system, still our existence, our life is subjected to changes, decay, disappearance. Only difference is duration, period. Maybe hundreds, thousands or millions, maybe 1 million years. In certain other planets, people experience all these things, but one day there will be an end, and they go around this circle, changing, decaying and disappearing. Now you can see the difference between conventional or the normal truth realized by ordinary people and the truth realized by the people who are enlightened, who realized the real nature of existence. If you became a person, the first question for the last 15 years.
There's one part of Abante you mentioned that the Vinaya and the Sutra Pitaka is something that Buddha taught for certain people. Like
no, not certain people.
No, for certain part, let's say, for instance, the Vinaya.
No. Of course, the Vinaya.
No, I haven't asked the question yet. I would like you to clarify.
Yes, sir.
You said that the Sutra is good for us, I mean, it's useful for our daily life. Right? And then you say, seems to imply that in order to understand truth, you have to know Abhidhamma. But in the Sutra Pitaka, there's so many sutras, for instance, the Parabhava Sutta, Mangala Sutta, Metta Sutta, and then the Vasala Sutta. The Buddha has more or less like mixed up of conventional truth and ultimate truth in order to teach Zen. I mean, some of the teachings that you teach according to conventional truths, for instance, in the cultural context of the society at that moment. for instance, in the Mangala Sutta, it says that to associate with the wise, to avoid the fools and something like that. And then after that, at the end of the Mangala Sutta, we have the, to realize Nibbana and timely listening to the teachings, So he has divided into two parts, same in the Metta Sutta and the Vasala Sutta, Parabhava Sutta. So then, for instance, in some of the suttas have ultimate truth by itself, the Sunakata Sutta and the Chula Madhukya Sutta. They are more or less like quite fixed. I mean, these two, they talk about the existence of life and all this kind of thing, isn't it? So would you say that Abhidhamma is taken from the Sutta Nipata, or is it it's caused by itself? When the Buddha taught for a few days, a few months. Or can we say that just by understanding Sutta Nipata, we cannot achieve the ultimate truth?
Really? I don't know what is the question, also very long. Whole Tripitaka is there. It's true. In Vinaya, the Buddha has said, many of those disciplines, mostly for the monks and nuns that he has introduced, are changeable from time to time and country to country according to their way of life. Otherwise it's not practical. Certain things what we practice are suitable for this country but not in the West. If you are going to go and live with what you call Eskimo, we have to change many of those Vinaya rules according to that climate, that way of life. So Vinaya is changed. However, if there are certain immoral, harmful or wicked things as Vinaya, they are not changed. That we cannot violate or we cannot kill or destroy a life. Saying, in this country, their way of life is like that, therefore we also must follow it. It is not an Understand? We are not free from the bad effects. We may violate it to cope up with it, but we are not free from the bad effects. On the other hand, we do something by harboring anger or cruelty in our mind. You think that their way of life is like that? No, we are not accepted. They are traditions, manners, etiquettes and way of life which are free from immoral practice. Now this is Vinaya. They are changeable. Sutra, advice given by the Buddha for us to mold, shape up our way of life, to live peacefully, to work with others. Started from family, husband and wife, parents and children, brothers and sisters and relatives and friends and country and the nation and the world and the universe. In Sutra Pitaka, started like this. Then he has given more than enough guidelines how to adjust this way of life. So here and there you can see a lot of Abhidhamma point, analysis of the mind also in Sutra. Right? But when you come to Abhidhamma, the complete analysis, interpretation, we can find only in Abhidhamma but not in Sutra or Vinaya. The Buddha has mentioned only names and in brief he has explained certain causes and reasons. Then in Abhidhamma he is completely analyzed. Now take for instance, after gaining his enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, he spent 1 week under the tree by experiencing bliss that he has never experienced before. Because the mind is pure and enlightened. Then went on up to the 4th week. That is the period, 1 week. He concentrated on Abhidhamma. What is Abhidhamma? Analytical interpretations of elements, energies and mental faculties. Earlier, he had not done this. That means, did not analyze, although he understood. In Sutra, all these analyses you cannot find in details. So when he was analyzing the real nature of all the elements in this universe and all the so-called cosmic energies and the nature of mental faculties, only at that time he gained that 6-color aura, started to spread from here. Today, when we want to erect the Buddha image, we put something here on the top, isn't it? Like this. That to indicate how these 6 colors spread from the top. When he was contemplating on Abhidhamma, the complete purity, the white color from the teeth and the bone, red color from the blood, yellow color from the skin, and blue color from the hair, his body, transformed into different colors and started to spread. But it does not mean these colors always can be seen in the Buddha's body. When he needs, when it is necessary, he produces this. That means he switched on only at that time. This question is by giving reasons, and in the end, this person asks why Buddhism accepts the existence of spirit. I don't know what sort of spirit. And do you know 31 planes of existence? What the Buddha has explained. How rebirth can take place in one of those 31 planes of existence. Let us start from the beginning. Existence lies in hell. Hell means suffering. Not a particular area under this earth. It is not located under somewhere this earth or this great ocean or anywhere, not created by anybody. When there are more suffering, either as animals or humans or devils or ghosts or any kind of living being, that is hell, according to the Buddha. Please remember. So, existence in such area where life becomes visible. The humans or animals or spirits. Then animals, ghosts, a spirit, humans, 6 kind of deva, higher than human beings. Then 16 kind of Brahma, higher than deva. Then 1 formless. Mind exists, mental energy exists, no visible. Again, visible body exists, mental faculties are not functional. 31 planes of existence. So existence takes place due to our own karma. So the spirit form is one of them. And spirit does not mean that there is a separate world for it, under this or above. Such living beings exist everywhere. Most of them are invisible. There are so many invisible. Here in the space, so many invisible living beings exist, although we cannot see them now. Here in this area, in this building, how many millions or billions of invisible living beings exist? By using our naked eyes, We cannot do it. So, the Buddhism has no ground to deny the existence of this kind of spirit form. But the Buddha has given this advice. As Buddhists, your duty is not to disturb them, not to worship them, not to pray. Remember this. If they disturb you, you can get rid of their disturbances by radiating your metta, kindness, compassion towards them. Then they will keep you. This is the Buddhist attitude towards spirit. Very low. Oh, this person wants to know how to find out the ultimate truth and conventional truth. I have explained in my talk what we have maintained for the time being by using only very limited senses and the mind, accepted many things as truths are changed. Then the question is then how to find out the ultimate truth? Yes, it is a very good question. I have given the reason why we cannot understand. Mind is deluded. We maintain a lot of misconception, wrong belief in our mind. What we have learned when we were very young. Our parents and elders have given us a lot of wrong information, wrong beliefs about life and the world and certain things. So learning means removing these beliefs what we have accommodated earlier. By keeping those beliefs, whatever you learn, conflict, confusion. Now this question, if Buddhism is like this, why should Buddhism believe the existence of spirit? This is the confusion. So, when we reduce our craving, our selfishness, our mental pollution, mental impurities, then clear vision appears in the mind. And the method introduced by the Buddha is called meditation. Meditation does not mean that you must go and sit down in a dark corner and close your eyes and create daydreams, and after that come out and say, you see, I can see light when I close my eyes. We also can see light without doing that. Wrong information about meditation. Meditation means contemplation. We use unbiased analytical knowledge to understand things properly. I can give an example. The Buddha has given this warning for all of us to meditate from the very beginning to avoid so many worries, miseries, problems, difficulties. What is that? Jara dhammomni, vyadi dhammomni, marana dhammomni. These are the words used by the Buddha. He says, you must contemplate from your childhood if possible. You are not free from decay. You are not free from old age. When you go on contemplating, the mind gets used to it. One day, when you come to know that now you are getting old, at that time you will never get old. Because you have contemplated, you realize, you train your mind to face it. This is called meditation. The Buddha's meditation is practical and reasonable. Again he says, Vyadi dhammo mivyadinanto. I am not free from sickness. At any time, any kind of sickness can come. One day, today you are very healthy. One day, the doctor may say, oh, you are suffering from cancer. You are suffering from tumor. You are suffering from this and that. Then you get a shock. You want to commit suicide. You cry. But you never create such unhealthy mental attitude if you have contemplated earlier. My physical body is subject to any kind of sickness. Even the Buddha, such a pure, holy, enlightened teacher, had to suffer from various kinds of sicknesses because physical body is not holy. Remember this. Then you can reduce tension, fear, worry. It is meditation. Marana Dhammo Vimaranam Manutteto Kiyati. Every day we have to think, life is concerned. One day, definitely death. Death means ending of a temporary life. Can you understand? Death is not the end of life. Death is the ending of a temporary life. Then continue. So the life processes, mental processes, continue. No one can stop, whether belief or not. Belief is not important. They are natural. So when you come to know, go on contemplating. One day you come to know that you are going to die. You can face death with cheerfulness. Do you know? I have seen many people. That means they are not scared of death. They do not worry about death. You can die with confidence and hope if you have developed this mentality. This is the advantage of this meditation. When you create fear at that time, lot of confusion in the mind. All the good karma also that you have committed, done earlier also, clouded, eclipsed. Your confusion close the good karma also. If you can die with clear mind, then the good karma also get the chance to condition, to generate, to produce a good. Again, fourth part. Sabdehi me pehi manape nana. All my relatives, so close to me, near and dear, my things, my property, my jewelry, my money, my house, my land, my motor car, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my husband, my wife, my children. One day, definitely, I have to separate them. They are not permanent. If not earlier, at that moment, I have to separate them. You go on thinking, training this mind. Assume, unfortunate things happened one day, earlier. One of your children had to face untimely death. You cannot tolerate this anymore. You also want to commit suicide. You never behave like a mad fellow at that time if you have trained your mind. I can tell you one incident, very good lesson for all of us. A well-known doctor, very devout Buddhist. Then he taught, I am a doctor. If my child is dead, there is nothing for me to do now. So you can prepare for funeral, but there are so many living people here. I will attend to them and later I will come back. See the development and understanding of a person who cultivated his mind. So when we think and cultivate it, one day we have to depart from this world. However, this is not the end of it. Again we continue. If this understanding is there, we can reduce tension, fear. That is called meditation. Then, death and separation. Ammasa komi kamma dayado kamma yoni kamma bandhu kamma. Just now I told you. Karma is responsible for the discrimination, difference. But karma alone cannot produce a life. Support, yes. But after conception of giving birth, visible discriminations very obvious. 5 children in one family. One is intelligent, very intelligent. The other one is very stupid. From the same father, same. One is very kind-hearted. The other one very cruel. The other one is very cunning. Very cunning. The other one is very honest. From the same father, same mother, same milk, same food. Who created? God or devil? These scientists cannot answer. They say genes and molecules and this and that. How can they say? Parents are good, children are very bad, real rascals. So the scientific cannot give interpretation. Parents are very bad and very wicked. Children are very good and very religious. There are many. So scientific interpretation is not correct. No absolute truth there. Prime Minister of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, advised graduate ladies to produce more children. He thought all their children also become very intelligent. To him, that is absolute truth. There is no truth at all. So, some are very sickly type, from birth up to death, suffering from all sort of asthma, bronchitis, TB and this and that. Some others are very active, very energetic, never take even vitamin tablet also. Very healthy. Why? Who is responsible for that? We must understand, my own karma is responsible. And this is a good example for me to continue. If I am healthy, energetic, intelligent today, it is due to my good karma. So my duty is to do more and more good karma, to continue my way of life until I gain my final health. On the other hand, those who are suffering from sicknesses and troubles and problems, see, I am suffering today, I might have done some bad karma during my previous birth. Therefore, I should not repeat. I should not do any more bad karma. Try to do more and more good karma. Then they also get the chance to cultivate their way of life. This is called meditation. Real meditation. Not necessary for you to go to a dark corner to think like this. Realize, look at the world. Whole world. What is happening? Why human beings are killing each other? Why there is no peace? Why whole world is like a madhouse? Why whole world is like a battlefield? Why there is no peace? Human mind. Human mind is responsible. Concentrate, then analyze. It is meditation. So, I don't know what is the question now. Meditation here. If we can meditate in this way, then we can understand what is the absolute truth and what they call everlasting truth and normal truth and ordinary truth. And certain things look like truth, but no truth is. The question is, if everything is impermanent, what about truth? Is it not impermanent? The answer is this. The truth is not a thing. Thing means combinations of elements and energy. So truth is not combinations of anything. So nirvana, truth, fact, all these things are free from things.
Getting late now. Is there any other questions?
Only the form or formless existence of those things. Examples: difference between ghosts, mind, ghosts of their mind, Animals, human beings, devas, brahmas, etc.
So what is the question now? What is the question?
The difference between, like we are talking like human, they have this form, see?
Yeah.
Like ghosts, they are formless.
No, ghosts, they have their own form, but invisible to our eyes.
Okay, individuals are right, but what is the difference between our mind and their mind?
That is a very good question.
The
Now I know this. It's a very good It's not a joke, Actually, it's a very good question. We can reveal and discuss very important misunderstanding, misinterpretations people maintain about human life, animal life, ghost and spirit is due to our ignorance because we do not know the nature of their mind. We know only about human mind, even then we do not know the nature of our own mind. Now many people, unfortunately, you ask this question at the last moment. Otherwise I can talk at least half an hour. Look, to clarify so many doubts. Some people don't believe that animals, after their death, can become human beings again. Or human beings, after their death, become an animal. They don't believe. Because they can understand. Because of this mental attitude. A few years ago, a professor from Harvard University came to see me. He came and told me he has read a lot of Buddhist books. He really appreciates. He likes Buddhism, but still there is one problem that we cannot understand. He said, I discussed this matter with Buddhist scholars. I couldn't give the correct answer. Recently I went to Bangkok, thinking it's a Buddhist country. I asked this question. They could not give me satisfactory answer. I told them very frankly, I cannot satisfy you, I cannot understand. If you can clarify my doubt, I would like to accept Buddhism as mine. Then, somebody told me in Bangkok, now where are you going from here? He said, I am going to Penang, Kuala Lumpur and going back to America. Then somebody told me, if you are going to Kuala Lumpur, I advise you to go and see at Victory Buddhist temple, there is a monk. I am sure you can get the correct answer. He came to see me. Then told me, I got only half an hour. I am on my way to airport. I had this problem. So I asked this question. So when I was in Bangkok, somebody told me, you are so and so in India. You are the only one who can answer this question. Still, I do not know what is the question. Then he told me, I believe rebirth, but I cannot understand how human beings can become animals and animals can become human beings. I cannot. And I told him, it is not a big problem. Then he opened his mouth. You say it is not a big problem. For so many years I have been discussing with other Buddhist leaders, but they could not enlighten me. Alright, don't worry. I don't want to refer to any books. Keep it all this. Take, this is a table lamp. Here, we use 5 candle power, bulb, and switch on. When you switch on, we get the light, but not enough even to read anything here on this table. Isn't it? But here, we had more than enough electricity. But why we did not get enough light? The outward manifestation of this electricity for us to absorb from there is weak, although current is there. So the formations of animals, mind, mental faculty is just like this 5 candle power bar, cannot absorb. Formation is such due to their background. They cannot make use of their own karma, but remain submerged electricity is remained. After that we remove this bulb and with 60 candle power bulb switch on. Oh, more than enough to read. Even those who are either there also can read. That means we change the animal formation, outwards manifestation, and existence again takes place either as a human being or somebody else, more brighter, more intelligent, more understanding, just like this candle. Again we change this one, put 100 or 1000 candle power, but switch on. Enough for the whole area. Hundreds of people can read, can use, can see things properly. But the same electricity. We did not change the electricity. So our own karmic current is just like this electricity. We can make use of this electricity according to the formation of that generated karma. At once he got up and said, now I realized. Now I realized. So he also donated 20 American dollars. I'm going, I realized. So this is the answer. But I have no time to explain. It's a very good question. Then I can tell you the nature of their mental faculties, nature of their karma and the formation, why the formation takes place like this. Again, how can make use of these things when they become human beings or this or that, how they deprive. And this is very interesting subject because these things we have to study. Buddhism is a very deep subject which gives us the answer to many unknown